We're live.
We are live.
Is it live?
Is it live? Was it memorized?
Are we there?
Is it live? Was it memorized?
Not is it live? Wasn't memorized. Is it hot or is it me?
You hot, baby.
It's me. I am hot.
You hot.
All right, you guys, we are live. Welcome back to the podcast you all know and love, Really Bitch. And I am here, you guys, as always, with, everything in reverse with Face and with Mink. You guys, welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
We are together in the new year.
We are together in the new year. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. And so what's been going on? Look, it's opposite. What's been going on, Face?
Did you hear me say Face?
I did.
Right,
What's been going on, Mink? My bad.
Same old.
Hey, Abby. Hey, boo.
Hey, Abby.
Yes, we are live. We are live.
It's been good. How's it been going with you? I'm trying to stay out of jail, so it's been going good with you.
Oh.
Out of jail.
Hey, surprise around the corner. How you doing, boo?
What's around the corner now?
It's a surprise. Surprise. You didn't read it? It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. What about you, Face? What's been going on with you?
The usual. Staying out of trouble. Make the parole officer happy.
That's who's important.
Keeping her together.
That is who is important. The parole officer is important.
Taking care of 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay. Any DJing? Good DJing going on?
No, actually, I just decided I got to get a live demo and a 20-minute audio recording so I can send it into Carnival.
Oh, Carnival Cruises?
Yeah.
You gonna run away from home and go work for Carnival?
I mean, it's always been a thing.
What, to run away from home?
Carnival. I'm not gonna run away from home.
I actually got a job offer from Carnival after a cruise. When I went on my European cruise, it was me and my best friend, Shocky, and we did so much on that damn cruise. Like, we were at everything. We were always the life of the party. We were always we were on a first name basis with the cruise director, whatever. And when it was over,
yeah, I was doing something. You're on first name basis.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
really
he was like, so I mean, would y'all ever be interested in doing this? And I was like, I got a whole, at that point, what they make, I couldn't do. Now, if I was if this had been straight out of college and I didn't have bills or whatever, I would have done it for a little while because it was fun. They got to travel and all that, but they just didn't make a lot of money. Because they were young or whatever. Like, he was the cruise director. I wouldn't have been making his kind of money. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not surprised. She got to get TV ready when she do this.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, thank you.
TV ready.
Yes, I just left the hair of the dresser. Yeah.
Abby, where are you at? You got snow.
She is in Charlotte, honey. And they said it was snowing in Atlanta too. Let me tell you something.
They got snow.
If it creep its way up here, it better not creep its way up until Sunday night so I can get a day off, damn it. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, keep it real.
I'm just saying. The only use I have for snow is to get me off work. That's it. That's it.
Well, I mean,
so if it snows on a Saturday or a Sunday, it is wasted. That's all I'm saying.
I don't want a couple inches. If you're going to snow, shut some shit down.
Well, this is actually the 10-year anniversary. Y'all remember them 2 back-to-back blizzards?
No.
Some Snowmageddon?
Yeah, Snowmageddon 2010.
I still got pictures.
Well, that's the only reason why I remember because people were posting the throwback pictures on. I think I'm gonna post mine because I have pictures where the snow was literally here. I mean, granted, I'm only 5'2", but still, the snow was here.
My husband built a tunnel.
Of course he did. He probably measured out
from the garage to the front door, or the
right? He probably did the measurements.
We were still living in Bowie at the time.
He wasn't outside with the yardstick?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm sure your husband really put a whole lot of effort.
He was. He kind of sculpted around. The other tunnel
he did.
Snow.
There's no doubt.
Had a curve to it.
Was he out there with the hair dryer to melt the stone just right? So
right, you know what I'm saying?
Had to slide on the back. So they had to slide on the back end for the kids.
Are you serious?
He was there for 5 hours.
I'd be I love my kids, but
right.
Oh, he just for the neighborhood kids too. It wasn't just our kids. It's everybody came.
Okay, I love the kids too.
I mean, I love the kids too, but
5 hours. I got pictures. I got to find them. I got pictures.
So I showed my driveway and went inside and laid down for 6 hours.
You know what? I didn't even do that. I just waited for somebody to come around. Well, actually, I wasn't living where I live at the time. I hadn't bought my house yet, so I wasn't even child.
We weren't living where we lived in, so but it was. I mean, they had fun. I was in the house. I was on hot chocolate duty.
Hey, I did get that though. Everybody came out with hot chocolate. And mainly like, hey, hey, Mr. President, what's going on, baby? Can you go ahead and hit my driveway too while you out here?
I'm like, I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if you have enough money.
She come out with the hot chocolate.
Oh, she thought that was gonna be enough hot chocolate.
She was praying on, she was hoping.
Hey, the chocolate bae, how you doing? Who else is in the room?
For me being neighborly.
Hey, KK. Hey, Jim Marie.
So like, who's the show? And I see Abby.
And I see right. And I see. Wait a minute, Abby said I don't want no funky snow. Look, let me tell you something.
No funky ass snow.
Like I told y'all, the only use I have for snow is when it gets me off work. If it is not serving me any purpose of getting me off work, then it serves me no purpose. Like it does not.
That's when things have a smell.
What?
Like the funky ass snow wasn't enough for you. It's funky. It wasn't enough for you. We just get the day off. Oh, the snow.
Oh yeah, now right.
When
they call my school district closed, I'm like, oh yes.
Or somebody like they paying you back for the money that they borrowed from you. They take you a funky ass little $20.
I know, right? It wasn't funky when I gave it to you, though, right?
You know, funky $20, whatever.
Right, it wasn't funky when I gave it to you. Let me see here.
Like you don't need it.
Yeah, I got snow. See, it's snowing in Atlanta, snowing in Charlotte. So it sounds like it's moving its way up, but it ain't cold enough up here for nothing to stick. I mean, it might snow, but it ain't gonna do nothing.
We're gonna get a good 2-hour delay.
No, we won't. Not
at the most.
We won't get anything. It's not going to do anything. If it's even coming, first of all, if it comes up, it's going to be here like today or tomorrow.
Oh, then we ain't, no.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing happening anyway. You be all right, Abby. Is it even sticking? Like, you be all right, Abby. You will be fine. Anyway, you guys, so we come together. Of course, we have some hot topics we want to touch upon.
Hot topics.
First of all, I talked to you earlier this week, but has your husband fully recovered from that Super Bowl? Is he okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, is he okay?
I forgot about that.
For those who don't know, my husband's a diehard 49ers fan from '84.
I had friends that went down to Miami.
You did?
Oh,
wow.
He don't even have a backup team. That's how diehard he is.
Well, I don't have a backup team.
I know people who do. So.
I don't have no backup team.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're a fan, be a fan.
Right.
Go down with the ships. Son.
Yeah, man. That's what I've been doing.
Right. How long have we been doing it? 10, 12 years?
We've been sinking.
Well, he's expected. I'm not gonna lie.
Angry man is angry.
Angry man's upset right now. But no, honestly, I really thought they were going to win.
Well, that's the thing. Like up until the middle of the fourth quarter. Now it was funny. I was at like a little Super Bowl shinga-ding, and we were talking about it because
what was it?
A shinga-ding, a little shinga-ding.
Word.
And what was funny was up until like we were having that conversation, and we were saying how Kansas City is good for the comeback, but we were like, yeah, we don't think this time. We don't think it's going. But look, here's what's funny. No sooner, because I left, at the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter. I was mad as hell. I said, damn it. Because I'm listening to it on the radio. I said,
because you knew you was losing on FanDuel? Is that?
No. What's that?
Number one, baby.
Well, Abby, you can be a Packers fan.
I won FanDuel twice this season. So I got my money's worth. So what?
Nothing. Okay.
How many times did you win this season?
Twice, I think.
All right, so I won twice, you won twice. Who was in first place for like the whole season? On our FanDuel league.
Like point total?
Like remember last year they had like first, second, third, and that's why Don Juan was bragging because he was first.
Yeah, he was first, but he only won like once. Like that point total don't mean nothing.
My whole thing was
that's why I never look at it.
Right, I don't care about that. I just want to know who won, who got whose account was the money deposited in on Tuesday morning, or really Monday night. That's all. Because you get that money soon as the game is over. You get that money. I'm like, yes.
Thing, and if you need it, you got to hit the joint right there because it takes like 3 days.
Right. Yeah, you do.
It takes 3 days.
It takes a minute. It ain't Cash App. So okay, now the Super Bowl itself, I thought it was a good game. You know, it was not the scoring juggernaut that I think a lot of people thought. Even though
the points was from 50-12.
It was 10-10 at halftime, so it was kind of like, all right.
Yeah.
And I know the person in my pool at work, like whoever had 0-0 won. Like somebody at my job won 3 quarters. They had more than one square though, but the squares they had, they won 3 of the 4 quarters. I said, damn it, I need that money. Thanks, Mink, but my daddy will come out his way to give me if I root for anyone other than the Skins. I know that's right, Abby. That's
come
right.
Back to life.
Come back to life and get anybody. That's it, Abby.
Offense would come back to life.
Oh, okay. Back to life.
But the game that Super Bowl broke down how I thought it would. To be honest.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of like, all right, well, it was all a matter of whose defense blinked first. And I already said all the San Francisco fans, like, your team, every time they get a chance to score, they need to score.
Yeah.
Like, not taking that field goal or trying to get down for a field goal before halftime.
Yeah, that was not.
I'm like, y'all gonna need them 3 points. Like, y'all gonna regret that.
Hey, Doris.
Hey, Doris, how you doing? So, yeah, I know for me, I thought it was a good game. It kept my interest. I wasn't a blowout. It wasn't ridiculous. Yeah. I thought it was a really good game.
It was a football game.
Right, because I really didn't have a dog in that fight. I just wanted to see a good game. Like,
You had $5 in it.
Well, I did have $5. I had more than $5. If you add up all the different pools I was in, I had more than $5.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying as far as a team, you know what I'm saying? What do we think about the Star Spangled Banner and America the Beautiful? Yolanda Adams sang America the Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Demi Lovato sang the Star Spangled Banner.
Okay, I'll be honest with y'all. I didn't start watching Super Bowl until like literally 2 minutes for the halftime. Okay. I wasn't in the house.
You weren't in the house.
I'm on home. But I didn't know Yolanda Adams sung. So I did go back and YouTube Demi Lovato. I think she did a really good job.
I thought she did too. I definitely thought she did.
I was drinking.
I was drinking.
It sounded good. I'm just. It only brought up a question like, why didn't both of those before the game started?
Why didn't what?
And then, like that, they doing both of those before the game started. It was like
they always do.
It was but it was kind of like
they always do America the Beautiful and Star Spangled Banner. They always do.
It was kind of like why? But all right.
What do you mean why? They do it. What are you talking about? I know,
but it's like I don't know. Maybe this wasn't the game to start. It was like, all right, they gonna sing again.
They do it every year. Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy.
Okay. All right.
But it's like, okay.
Okay, so for whatever reason it bothered you this year that they say.
Apparently, yeah. It really bugged me.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, now I had people. How about the halftime show? Did you watch the halftime show?
I did watch the
halftime show.
How did y'all enjoy it?
Cool.
So I'm gonna say this.
I take it you enjoyed it.
I was like, all right, all right, Jay, let's go climb on up there. She gonna all right. How many times she gonna rotation? We was counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. She
ever try to be the singer, an actor, or dancer? She got a life on the pole.
I mean,
just saying.
I wouldn't be okay. I'm just take a sip.
I was like, why is everybody so angry? I can see somebody right up there doing it through like Made It Rain, like as she was
right. Like I don't think it was done in a raunchy sort of way. I think it was done in a really classy way. And of course, she learned all that from when she did the movie Hustlers.
Right.
And
they have what everybody's talking about right now.
They have pole dancing competitions that
it's a sport.
Right, it's a sport.
Wait. That one didn't go pro though.
It'll be the Olympics in the next couple of years.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying it could. Look, if trampoline can be in the Olympics, I don't understand why.
All right, backstory to our laughter outburst. Because
Hey, Laurie.
Me and Mink, when she got here, we were talking about cheerleading.
Oh Lord.
And
sport and
not a sport. And I think they were athletes.
Okay. Well, I got cussed out in high school for saying it wasn't a sport. So.
And I was like, well, they are. I'm like, they are. To answer your question, like they are athletic.
Is table tennis can be a sport?
I came into just to turn around on. Yeah, all right, it's a sport. And I'm just like trying to figure out like when go pro. That was the last joke. Like, hey, when they go pro though?
I guess when you cheerlead for a team, is that considered pro?
Well, that's what I said.
But here's what I took the turn. It was like make a cheerleading a sport because poker is considered a sport. So
is poker considered a sport?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, no, I know it's serious. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I didn't know.
Okay. Yeah. So it's competition.
Definitely.
Like as soon as it hit ESPN and the
well, they show the cheerleading competitions on ESPN.
And the
top collegiate ones and all that.
Top prize when it came to be whoever was the last eight on the table, 9 on the table was gonna be millionaires. Like you can get a you last long enough, you automatically be a millionaire where you win or not. Yeah, it was a sport after that.
You know how to play poker.
Okay.
My auntie tried to show me.
Well, you have to qualify.
Fly? I'm so fly.
Qualify. And all that. It's a lot of stuff you have to do in order to be able to, play poker professionally.
Yo, this delay is
isn't it funny?
Making me laugh.
It's funny we see the delay.
We got to join on my big screen TV.
Right, and we can see, but it's a delay. So.
Video.
Exactly, them entries.
Right, you're right. Those entries are serious. Oh my gosh! At high school, I went to. I don't know what you just did. You did something. What did you just do?
Why are you even? It's fine. Concentrate on the show.
You did it again.
Where is this? What we doing?
Oh, y'all don't understand my pain.
I don't know. Why?
Stacey's been picking on me since I got here.
Picking on you?
What?
Picking on? I didn't throw stuff at you.
Why are you bringing up old shit? That happened like 20 minutes ago.
Damn, that's all.
What are you doing? 20 minutes ago, why are you bringing up old shit?
Getting cursed off something that had nothing to do.
I did not curse you out. I didn't curse you out.
Hey, but everybody saw the finger though, right? That was loud. We can rewind that later.
Show the tape.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Word. Yeah, I see how it is.
Anyway.
What are we talking about?
We don't even know no more. Okay, so what's next? We were talking about cheerleading as a sport, but what?
Well, we were talking about J-Lo and Shakira. So now I thought for me, I enjoyed the performance. I thought it was a good performance. I love J-Lo's daughter coming out. No, I wouldn't put it in my top 5, but I mean, I wouldn't say it was in my bottom 5 either. Like it wasn't worse than that year they had Paul McCartney.
Really?
Remember that year they had Paul McCartney?
I fell asleep.
And I was like, "Are you serious right now? Like this is what you really torture?" But like that was like the year after. That was like the year after Janet. And shut up. That was like the year after Janet, and they were like trying to make.
I thought it would have a church choir coming after Janet.
Okay. It was just gonna be Kirk Franklin in 30 minutes of him jumping around.
Jesus Christ,
and the people say,
"Jump."
Everybody say,
"Jump."
We all around the world say,
"Jump."
Get the touchdown. Watch me in my little suit.
Yo!
Not watch me in my little suit, though.
What? I said something wrong?
Wait, no.
I said something untrue?
You about to Steve Harvey Boys collection?
Oh,
that was so wrong.
Oh, not the Steve Harvey Boys collection. Oh, that was wrong. That was wrong. That was wrong.
And speaking of this random laughing Steve Harvey and small suits, Kirk Franklin, watch the YouTube videos of Lavelle Crawford at the Hoodie Awards.
I watched when they clowned him about his suit.
Oh man,
yeah, that joint was
Lavelle Crawford on there. Matter of fact, any video with Lavelle Crawford in it, he's talking about at that award show is hilarious. He clowns everybody,
right?
And it's so funny. And what Mr. Brown tried to John. At one point when they were trying
they were all locked together. Yeah, that was funny. That was hilarious. He came
back on stage. Like he was in the audience. He walked up on stage and basically shut down the show.
Yeah, that joint was
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, this is back when he was.
That's when he was still a lot bigger.
He was still a lot bigger than what he is now.
What he is now. Yeah. Okay. Well, overall, I would give the Super Bowl performance a thumbs up. Like I said, I wouldn't put it in my top 5, but I didn't think it was a horrible performance. I thought it was good from beginning to end. And when it was over, I was like, damn, that's it. Like I really enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I thought that her daughter coming out on stage was beautiful. I love the political commentate.
Puerto Rican flag.
With the Puerto Rican flag. But did you notice the kids in cages on stage?
Yes.
They had kids in cages, and so there was that political statement.
Yes. Now I didn't believe it at first. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, it was kids in cages. And so of course that was symbolic of the the kids and the story is that Jay-Z didn't want her to do it, and he tried to get her not to do it.
Why?
Because it was too political.
Too political.
That's a problem.
Jay-Z is in charge of this whole whatever that fucking position they made up for him. And so, but
the head nigga in charge.
The head Sambo in charge? Shit, I don't know. But
I guess the head nigga in charge of entertainment. That's kind of what you just said.
Well, he said he's in charge. He is in charge of entertainment,
right? So
but
head Sambo.
My thing is, you basically created a Latino presence at the Super Bowl, and they were not supposed to address anything. If it had been like Black people get to speak on issues that are important to them,
yeah, Beyonce did it.
Right, all of them have done it. So, well, not all of them, but yeah, Beyonce definitely did it. But my thing is, you had Demi Lovato singing this, the Star Spangled Banner.
Yep.
You had Honey B, the rapper, the Latino rapper, and I think
everybody
that I'm appreciative that they did make a statement. I'm appreciative that they did address it. I thought it was done in a tasteful manner. I don't think it was disrespectful to anyone.
The Karens don't think so.
The who?
The Karens don't think so.
The Karens of the world.
The Karens of the world don't think so.
They're going to call, while they put a raisin in potato salad, they're going to call.
Oh, Lord. You know what? Okay, I get it now. One of my students said that the other day, and I was like,
the mayonnaise is in them.
The mayonnaise is in them. Well, Jay-Z obviously was in agreement because Jay-Z didn't want her to do it either, and she was like, "But I am."
But I think
she was like, "But I am."
And
best memory. I'm sorry, y'all talking about that because my.
Well, I was gonna say that the movement, the need for the movement, the voice of the movement cannot be contained. It should be contained or framed or put in when it's comfortable.
Yeah, it's getting white people. Yeah.
Hey, it's me, D. How you doing?
Yeah, Karens.
Right, Abby. If Bay can come out and do her, her tribute to the Black Panthers,
Right.
Yeah. So,
what were you going to say? Your favorite one?
I think like the fun moment when they did the commercial with the little boy in the beginning, and they had him run.
I love that. I thought that was beautiful.
That was hot. That
opening where they had him running. I don't know what it is. Is it heat sensitive or something? No, it's not bothering. I'm just wondering why. I'm just okay. Whatever.
That was really good.
Y'all know I'm ADHD. I'm easily distracted, so I'm like, what? Squirrel. Like it don't take much for my attention to go left. Okay.
And that's why we all love you.
I feel like he doesn't.
That's what friends are.
I feel like he doesn't mean that. I feel like
what? I do the show with you all the time.
Keep smiling.
You do you do it for free, and I appreciate it.
See, ta-da! That's love right there.
It is. It is love. It is love. So, speaking of commercials, how do we feel about the commercials this year?
Wait a minute, Abby. I kind of was feeling the same way.
Yeah, I was waiting for Ja Rule because she opened up with the Ja Rule song, and I was like, "Oh, is Ja coming out?" And then there was nothing.
Where is Ja?
Yeah, I kind of was.
Where is Ja? Where was Wyclef?
They said because Wyclef was supposed to be there, and they said Pitbull was going to be there, and neither one of them were there.
And I'm surprised they didn't have. They were in Miami.
Right.
Pitbull
is the king of Miami.
Without Mr. 305.
I did not know that they were allowed to do that. I didn't know they were allowed to go to Miami
and do something with
Pitbull there. I didn't know that was. I thought that was written in like the proclamation.
He the mayor of Miami.
That may be a federal law.
I think they broke the law.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl has broken the law.
I think Pitbull's suing.
Pitbull had to be on. He must have been on tour and couldn't get there.
So they kept Pitbull in his cage. Really?
They kept Pitbull. But I heard that Wyclef and Pitbull were supposed to perform, but I don't know. I didn't know where Wyclef came in. Did Wyclef have a song with Shakira?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know.
I
know Hips Don't Lie. That is all I got for Shakira. I know Hips Don't Lie. That's all I got. And it's not that I don't like Shakira. I just
yeah. Here's the part. More fire.
Oh, that was his part.
That's Wyclef.
More fire.
I'm not gonna lie. Like honestly, my thoughts of the halftime show. I had a not a low expectation, but I wasn't expecting much. So
me too.
I think they did a really good job.
I wasn't expecting much. The thing I know is that J. Lucy got some explaining to do. J. Lo will give you a performance. Like I know that. But that's what I was just expecting from her. But that whole political piece, her daughter coming out, I think you're just adding a little something to it. The whole pole dancing thing. I think she gave us something different. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't say it was, the best Super Bowl performance ever, but I wasn't disappointed.
I have to say, for me, one of the best, I think, is still Prince.
Yeah.
Prince is one of the best performances. He played in the rain.
With the purple rain, the actual rain.
Yeah, it rained like...
It raining. He didn't even miss a beat.
He did not.
He had platforms and all. He give a damn.
And hair ain't fall.
Right.
That shit was like,
How did
not
he do
today?
that?
Not today.
I saw that every hairdresser in America should have been calling him that day.
Man.
Okay.
Shit.
Now the commercials.
I didn't really see.
Here's my problem with what they did with the commercials this year. They released them on like YouTube earlier in the week. So my thing is for people who don't give a damn about the game and only watch the show for the commercials, you eliminated that whole audience because they can just go to YouTube
why
and watch
didn't
them
they bring
ahead
out
of time.
Ashanti so she could sing for J-Lo like she used to? Abby, you know what?
You on a petty level that I aspire to today. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Abby. Oh, thank you, my sister. Thank you, Abby.
The one with Ellen was my favorite. That one with Ellen was cool. The one with Jason Momoa.
That was my favorite.
That was hilarious.
That was my favorite. And we even had a cameo from Lisa
Lisa Bonet.
Lisa Bonet. Like, that was funny. I like that one.
Ashanti can sing. Yeah.
But
as long as she stay in her range. As long as she stay in her range.
But you know what? One of my favorite commercials as far as product placement was the one with, I can't think of her name, but the Latino lady from Modern Family. It starts out like an Old Spice commercial, turns into a cash. It was a Procter & Gamble commercial.
Yeah, I know her.
And they did one commercial. It had like 6 or 7 products in it. I said that was a fuck you to a Super Bowl as in. I'm not gonna pay you $40 million for a product.
Right. I'm gonna give you about 5 good ones.
Yeah.
Right. You're gonna get one good commercial and we're gonna keep it going on. Hey, sincerely yours, Nadia. How you doing, boo?
Yes.
I'm from New York and I have to stand for J. Okay, boo, you stand for your girl. I'm with you. Like I said, I don't have no problem with the J of the low. I don't have no problems with it.
The J to the low.
The J to the low.
You know what?
I'm just on the journey from the block.
That's when I had. That's when I started having. That's when I had an issue with her. Sophia
Vergara. Yeah, that's her.
Thank you. Thank you sincerely.
Because they had a big. And I must have missed it, but they had a big, what was it, a Coke commercial with Missy Elliott and somebody else, and they put it on YouTube. And I was like, well, I don't need to give a fuck about it at the Super Bowl. I just saw it. Like, they did that with a couple of the videos. Now, I don't know. I'm not saying that that's new, but this year I noticed it, and I feel like this year they did a lot, and I was just like, you've totally her. That's who it was. You've totally kicked out a big audience of people who don't give a damn about the football game, but only want to see the commercials. And I feel like in the long run, that's going to end up hurting them because they are able to charge so much because of that. But if people can watch it earlier, it's going to sort of take away the punch of the Super Bowl.
Yes. But I think they're looking at it as we can release it and everybody enjoys it beforehand, get the points and likes from YouTube. Maybe the price for commercials during Super Bowl goes down.
But that's what I'm saying. It's going to end up hurting the NFL is what I'm saying. I think in the long run it hurt because it'll hurt the NFL.
And the commercials aren't like you remember when back in the day when they had a commercial in the Super Bowl or whatever, like it would be like a song to it. Like you thought the shit was a music video, but it was actually a goddamn commercial.
Yeah.
Like Sprite really led the way on doing that.
Yeah.
I didn't watch. This is probably the first year I didn't watch from beginning to end. Was there a Budweiser Clydesdale commercial?
It wasn't a Clydesdale commercial, but they did like a parody of the Budweiser commercial or ode to it. I can't remember, but it had like a couple of celebrities and it was like a parody kind of thing. So it kind of took you back to the frogs, but they weren't frogs. You know what I'm talking about? I can't remember what I can't remember all of it now, but I was like, oh, this is like the Budweiser thing.
Okay, me and Don Pablo was like, this is some knockoff bullshit.
Yeah, that's how I took it too.
Like,
I took it too. As much money as they pay for those commercials, the only time you would see it. Yeah, the first time you should see the commercial is the Super Bowl. After that, but put it on YouTube, do whatever. But I think the first time, and if I work for these companies, I have a problem with that.
Down. But it's like, I'm like, who's in charge of your marketing department? Because like y'all gotta think of a line, like have.
But I know that
there used to be you didn't see Super Bowl commercials till after the on regular TV till after the Super Bowl.
Right.
They were playing some of them before the Super Bowl. Like on TV. They just played it again on the Super Bowl.
Today's show does that. They'll do a preview of what they think the best commercials are the Friday before Super Bowl.
But they only show you clips though. They still don't show you the whole thing.
But they didn't like that wasn't always. You had to literally, like y'all saying, you had to literally wait for the Super Bowl.
Right. And then afterwards they would say who were the best ones.
They would have like an abridged, like a short version of the commercial playing before the Super Bowl. But the Super Bowl is like the entire commercial, like
or they want to have some type of prequel,
like the to be continued part of it. Yeah,
right? Like how they did with what's his
face,
funny face, Tom Brady, where they had him walk in.
The face.
Thank you. They had him walk into the stadium.
His wife is,
and he.
Good. I don't think his wife is.
Most male order.
I don't think
he said from that name.
Giselle Bundchen.
Anything other than plastic surgery is great. That she has one. What were you saying?
Like how they did his commercial where they kind of stole him walking to the stadium like it's the last time. So they tried like a prequel to it, and then you got there. He was talking about like get rid of your cable or something like that. I get those building anticipation doing a prequel to the commercial, but yeah, I don't want to see snippets of it. I don't want to see an abridged version. Let me wait that day.
I think one of the funniest commercials I've seen was the Eminem commercial for Lipton, where he spent the whole time arguing about he didn't want to be a commercial. Like, I don't do commercials, but he's in a commercial.
Oh no!
He was like, "Well, I can't do this, that, no." He was like, "Man, the hell with this shit," and like walks like it's like the hell with it. Like it was funny as hell.
I'm about to go to YouTube.
I'm gonna
go to YouTube. I missed that one.
Now, I did see a snippet of they did a retake on the bug.
Like, this is back in the day. This wasn't recent.
Oh, this wasn't. Okay.
This wasn't recent. It was like back in the day. Like that was one of the funniest ones. But it's like stuff like that was creative, and like you only saw it on the Super Bowl. Yeah. That was the only time I played. Like I don't remember seeing it after that.
Okay. No, for me, the one I saw for this year funny was the it was like Alexa commercial, and it was a spin on the What's Up, and they had like Alexa, the Zumba, the vacuum cleaner, the Roomba, and they were all What's up, and so the guy who owned the apartment walks in, and they all kind of got real quiet.
Right, yeah.
I thought that was kind of cute. Yeah,
I don't look at a lot of commercials. I missed that one too.
See, advertising. That's why I love commercials.
Okay.
So I'm always
see, and I was playing cards.
What is that? Another skill?
Right.
Another skill that me just happens
to have.
Another skill that she just happens to have.
Skills on us. Yes.
Humble bragging.
Humble
bragging.
Don't hate people take the H off for humble. Anyway, that's another conversation. So.
Yes, teacher.
I can't stand it. Ooh, my pastor used to do that all the time. I was like, the word is humble. Why do you keep saying humble?
You got humble. You got to be humble.
Oh, I can't stand when people take the H off. I'm like, when did that happen?
You're not from humble beginnings?
Hell nah. Humble. Anyway, well, in the couple of weeks since we've been able to come together, unfortunately, we've had a major tragedy. Kobe Bryant passed along with his daughter and 7 other individuals. It was a shock to everybody.
Listen, we come humbly before the throne.
You know
what I mean?
And that's just how my pastor used to say it. And I'd be like, why are you saying it? Why are you saying it? Ooh, and I think I even asked him one time, and he tried to give me some old, doctor's office about to get a prostate. What?
For the Call of Duty commercial. The
Call of Duty commercial. Call of Duty? Okay. Oh. Is that the prologue? That is the PO. What's up, PO? Hey!
All right, I gotta behave now.
You better.
Oh, Jesus.
That's right. Thank you for once again allowing us to invade your home and use your husband for a little while.
Okay.
PO is on.
She's come to terms with her position.
You know what? She's accepting who she is. Oh no, I'm sorry, Kamisha. Oh wow. Definitely saying prayers. Definitely. Hey, YBS Mary, how you doing? That's how humble we are. We take the H off. You know what?
We don't want to be too humble. We humble.
Right, we humble. Okay.
We humble. All right, got you.
So, in the midst of the tragedy, I don't want to rehash it. We know it. We got it. The memorial service will be on the 24th at the Staples Center.
Has it been confirmed?
Yes, it's been confirmed. Okay. And they said that symbolically, his daughter's jersey number was 2, his jersey number 24. So it's February the 24th at the Staples Center. Now, I have the over-under on, is this going to last longer than Aretha Franklin's memorial?
You said the over-under?
I mean,
how long was hers?
I got the
6
over.
hours?
I got the over. I think it's going to last longer than Aretha.
I think it's going to fit somewhere between Aretha's and
Whitney?
Michaels.
Michaels?
Rapper. Died last year.
Oh, Crenshaw.
Nipsey
Hussle.
I think it's gonna slide in the middle.
What you think? What you got? Over under? I think it's gonna last longer than Reefer's. I think it's gonna last longer than Reefer's.
I got the over.
You got the over. Okay, so we got the over. Okay.
I got the under. So Reefer's was what, 6-7 hours?
Something like that.
What are we putting on this?
Bottle.
All right. Seems fair.
Well, we're both over. You're under. So okay. If you lose, we'll split the bottle.
Right. This buy half.
I mean, because you're buying the same thing. So.
Right. I know.
Right. Yeah. There's no point in just buying 2 bottles. That's stupid.
Right. That's stupid.
Stupid.
You know what? I used. Oh my gosh.
Maybe it's just me.
I got a remote for that.
Of course, you got a remote for that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know what? Okay,
I can't sweat out my new curls.
I've been thinking about.
You just got them, so I understand.
Yeah, I just got them did.
I've been thinking about the whole service. And I'm not gonna lie. If I was his wife, and Lord knows my heart breaks for that woman right now, I wouldn't come. I wouldn't show up. I would not come. Let the public, y'all know him.
That's
Mamba, whatever. Let the public have
Black
the
Mamba.
public. Yeah, y'all know him as Black Mamba. To him, he was so. To her, he was so.
Famous Sexy Aquarius.
So much different. I wouldn't come. I wouldn't show up.
I know she all about his hair today.
I was gonna thank you letter, but
I
wouldn't come.
You getting compliments.
I would not come because you know how we are. Somebody gonna be like, "Oh, why she wear that to the funeral? Why she this and why she that?"
Well, people don't really see it for her. A lot of people were not fans of hers, and they don't see it for her. I think right now people are being real polite, but we're gonna get to Gail in a minute, but I give it a few minutes.
Hey, El Teddy.
What up, El Teddy?
So I can say hi to you first before you say hi to me.
Right.
Hey, El Teddy.
Hey, that's what's coming. You know that's coming.
Hey, look, but El Teddy, the PO is watching right now.
Right, the PO is watching. You might not want to be
good.
El Teddy, PO is on there.
Okay. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Why don't they really? I ain't gonna. But really, a lot of people they said that Vanessa wasn't a very nice person, and that it was just a lot. It's just been a lot of rumors over the years about Vanessa, her personality, how she treated people, how she dealt with people. She's going to be there.
She has to be there, but I think as more of a kind of a opening the ceremony, and then
she was his high school sweetheart, but a lot of people did not like her. Matter of fact, he stopped speaking to his parents. His family fell out, and a lot of it had to do with Vanessa, the relationship. Part of them
trying to sell his stuff.
That was part of it too, but they didn't get along either.
I think that was the last.
But they didn't get along either. There was a lot of conflict.
But this is how I feel. She wasn't for everybody to like.
Right.
So who cares if the fans like her?
Wait a minute. I was just making a statement.
You wasn't yelling at you.
I don't give a damn.
You just in the room.
Right. I'm saying she's not for everybody. Like I wouldn't.
Okay. Thanks, Kamisha. Sorry for your loss again, babes.
Oh, she making fun.
Yeah, she's at work.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I wouldn't come for the simple fact of, again, my husband and child just tragically died in a helicopter crash. Like, right. And then
that's not what she expected to happen when she woke up that morning.
Yeah, they said she found out from watching TMZ.
Right. And I would.
So she found out about.
See, I already don't fuck with TMZ, but I definitely.
So, but no,
I get the long hay. Hey, I get the long hay.
Make me sick.
The long hay.
But it's like our eyes are going to be on her to see how she's going to react. And the thing is, to look, and we all know we've all lost somebody at some point in our life. But to lose somebody that way, and that your husband and your child, all eyes are going to be on her and what she does. She can't cry. Like I think back when Dr. King was assassinated, and the picture they showed for the longest time of Benzies King and their oldest daughter, and she had on a black dress holding back. Yeah. That picture will forever be out there. You sitting there and your husband was killed. Someone murdered your husband. You got to kind of sit there and grieve properly because all eyes are on you and how you're going to react.
All right. Well, she's grieving in public, kind of, sort of.
I mean, she's come out with a couple of tweets here and there.
I mean, I'm just kind of like, if she steps outside.
That's it.
Abby, you say it's not TMZ's fault. It is TMZ's fault. They should have made, I feel like, And I get it that they all about getting the story first and all that, but I feel like they should have verified that at least the family had been notified before they start showing footage of the helicopter crashing and all of that.
The police, any authorities anywhere, anything that's ever happened anywhere, they don't release anything until the family's been notified.
Exactly.
But that's the police authorities. TMZ, that's the police. TMZ is not held to that same standard.
I know they're not held to that same, but don't say it's not their fault that that's how she found out.
They claim themselves from being. They want to move on from being a tabloid to a legitimate media.
I don't think they do.
That's what I'm saying.
They
have
didn't
to
care.
Come on, yeah. They just didn't give a fuck.
They didn't care. And again, are they legally? No. I know that they're not legally. I know that they don't have any legal responsibility. I get that. But when you say I don't blame them, I do blame them. If she found out from TMZ, because TMZ got the footage before the police had a chance to get to her house to tell her. That's what
everybody had it. Everybody had the information. Everybody that
they were waiting to verify that she had been notified.
Okay.
They notified her, and there's also other people on the helicopter that
there was
have
other
to be
families
notified.
that had to be notified. It wasn't about
just Kobe.
Right. It was other families.
So unfortunately, that's the world we live in.
I don't disagree.
Everybody's trying to be the first.
But here's the thing, though. We say a lot now. We start conversation with unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, with how we live in now. Unfortunately, this is where we at now. Unfortunately, we want to get the views, get the likes, to get online, get this, get that, and all of that. Be the first. Unfortunately, we start our conversation with unfortunately.
Right.
But it's like we know. So that just says to me, we know it's not right.
It's not right.
But we're doing it anyway, and not we're doing it anyway, but we're accepting it anyway. We could just not, especially those that are online or cut it off and cut them out.
Well, I
not look at them, not do that anymore, and that would cut all that bullshit.
Well, I ain't fuck with TMZ since they since what they said they did to Marion Barry. So fuck you, TMZ.
But TMZ was the first to report Michael Jackson had died when everybody was saying he just collapsed. They was like, nah, he dead. And ever since Michael Jackson died, they were the first to report Prince, Whitney Houston. They've been the first on a lot of celebrities.
And they have. Right. Oh, TMZ gets it. Don't get me wrong. TMZ
they're getting it just like everybody else. They're just putting it out there.
Right.
Yes. Right. And yes, sincerely, we become so desensitized to death that it's not about, we don't take consideration how it does affect other people.
And I'm saying it's not even death. Just period. Just anything that we can think will get us attention. Done. We're gonna do it. Marion Barry, not Mary.
Not Mary Berry. Marion Barry.
I'm sorry, that's a DC accent.
That's that DC accent. My bad. Nobody says Marion Barry. It's Marion Barry.
It's Marion Barry.
Marion Barry.
Sorry, my bad. Y'all remember that?
Marion Barry.
Sorry, so
the mayor of DC.
Bad.
DC for life. So ever since they did what they did, I ain't fuck with them ever since. That was disrespectful.
They reported and released the video.
It was disrespectful as fuck what you did to Marion Barry.
Okay, so speaking of disrespectful reporting, especially of the deceased.
Yep.
Let's go into Gayle King.
Let's go on talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Do we got it?
Let's talk about it.
We gonna do this? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. All right,
let's do it.
Okay, so here we are. Gayle King, we expect so much more of you. For me, you had kind of came out of the open spotlight with the interview she did with R. Kelly. When she hit him with that good old Robert. She came.
I'll tell you, Abby. I'll get you.
How you know when your baby mother done talking to you? To call you by your first name with the period at the end?
Robert.
So she came off as that auntie, that sincere auntie who kind of cared.
That was her way of saying. That was her way of saying nigga.
Right.
You don't sit your ass down.
Nigga.
So when she came out, so for those who don't know, she did an interview with Lisa Leslie, the WNBA player. And during the interview, she asked Lisa Leslie not only to comment on Kobe Bryant, but to speculate or make a comment on his rape charges from damn near 20 years ago. And
the legacy as it connected to the rape charges.
And how it affects his legacy.
And she didn't just ask, she hammered.
The allegation.
Yeah. But see, what I didn't like, I'm sorry. What
I
didn't like
was convicted of.
Because I watched the interview on the way here. She asked her
Agreed, Miss Sexy Aquarius. Agreed.
She blamed everybody but herself.
Yeah. Right. She threw it was CBS's fault. It was the way they edited it. They can't ask something you didn't. Wow. Erase that part of his story.
No, can I get insecure? Are we? And we're back.
Okay, we're back.
After a brief commercial interruption.
Right.
I know, right? And we're back.
This is the thing. I'm not saying that what him dying erased anything, but this is the issue that I have. It happened well over 15 years ago. Gayle King had more than enough time to sit down with him, his wife, and whoever else she wanted to talk about what happened.
Can we keep in mind everybody already had?
Right.
But the thing about it,
it's been addressed.
That was probably one of the most public trials of all time.
And she said in the interview with Lisa Leslie, she was like, well, it was dropped because the lady didn't testify. That's a lie. The lady did testify.
No, the charges were dropped because she wouldn't testify.
But she dropped the charge. What I'm saying is she came back and she dropped the charges.
And it's not a fact that happened, but when she decided not to testify.
Yeah.
Like she decided when all the facts was rolling in. Because here's the thing. In the beginning, just keep in mind what everybody's saying. Kobe's an NBA player. He was very prominent back then and all of that. He could have done what a lot of other professional athletes have done. Mm-hmm. It'd have been one of those things that's been rumored and then gone away. Mm-hmm. He could have done that from the break. Mm-hmm. He didn't. He went to trial. Mm-hmm. He was like, nope. He had to deal with, yes. He said, yes, I cheated on my wife, and so did Shaq, and so when he snitched on everybody. But he went to trial with that. Mm-hmm. So in the end, if found guilty, we wouldn't even talk about Kobe right now at all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
He was like, in that penitentiary league.
Straight up. But when all the facts rolled in on because they had to go through everything that happened that night, not just between her and Kobe, everything that happened that night, what she was doing that night when the facts started rolling in, she decided not to testify anymore.
Because she wasn't the first person she had sex with,
or the last.
But my thing is, I don't even care about rehashing what happened. And I hear what you're saying. I'm not saying that that's not a part of his legacy. And I'm not saying it should never be spoken of.
Right.
What I'm saying is I think there's a level of respect that should be given to the dead. I think there's a level of respect that should be given in this moment of mourning. Have the conversation a month from now, 2 months from now. Right. The man is not even in the ground yet.
After his 30 for 30 come out.
And after his 30 for 30 come out. And it'll be addressed. I promise you it will be addressed and it'll probably be rehashed and it'll probably be re-examined. Right. But give the family time to mourn. And I could even see if this is something that was still hanging over his head that just happened, or he was still on or hadn't been right. The fact that this situation had been resolved 13, 14 years ago, and he's been in no kind of scandal since then, I just feel like there's a level of respect that should have been given. I'm not negating what happened.
All right, YB that's married one. In the civil trial, that's where the apology came from, and I think there's no disclosure on what she got paid.
Now I don't agree. I don't agree with death threats. I don't agree with calling Gayle out of her name. I don't agree with what Snoop. I agree with Snoop's anger. I do not agree with how he chose to express himself. I don't think that they should be threatening this woman's life. Now I have a problem with that. I did, and let me say this. I was listening to Michael Eric Dyson this morning, and what? Is that his name? Michael Eric Dyson. Y'all know who the fuck I was talking about.
Jesus, the hostility still going. All right. I feel threatened.
But what he was saying today was, we, and I say we as a society, not me personally on YouTube, but we've been dogging out Gayle and Oprah for the last couple of weeks about their decisions when it comes to the black men, right? When I say we, again, I'm talking about totality. But at the end of the day, Gayle and Oprah have done more good for black men, in my opinion. When you think about the people in Chicago, the students in Chicago that Oprah has helped, when you think about the scholarship at Morehouse, when you think about all the different, philanthropic endeavors that she has engaged in.
Is that the word?
It is philanthropic. Yes, it is.
Okay.
I just don't you mess up Dr. Dyson's name. Don't you, whatever. You knew who the fuck I was talking about. But I just feel like I don't want it to get lost that these women, I don't want it to get lost. Like
they've done making
a misstep or one mistake, I don't think should erase everything.
But what you're saying right now, because
it doesn't translate good for social media. Don't trash them.
But the thing is, but that goes back exactly on the other side of the coin with Kobe. He made one poor decision in his life, and she tried to come back and erase 20 years and say and narrow him down to this incident. Now, but we can't sit here and say
that's what Kevin Hart can host the Oscars.
Right, as a seasoned journalist, let's not negate her and all that she's done.
Can I say this? A voice of reason, a voice of sanity in this whole thing was 50 Cent after Gail's.
What did he say?
He was like, you could just not have asked the question in the first place.
Right. But just don't ask the damn question.
But what got this? She said,
and it's like,
his friend.
Look, the poster child for petty.
I know.
That is
the poster child.
You're right. He got petty on lock. Yeah. You ain't never lied about that. The poster child
for petty said, "Yo, you could have just not have brought it up at all."
But the thing is, she said to Leslie,
"Wouldn't he be here right now?"
As his friend, what type of characteristics did you see him having? And Lisa spoke to it. Then you turn around and you came back and said, "Well, as his friend, do you see these type of things?"
Oh no, you ain't gotta be sorry because I don't feel sorry for. I don't feel sorry for Gail. I don't feel sorry for Gail at all.
So
I want black men to stop disrespecting black women, especially when we've been here raising your badass kids and holding down the entire community.
I don't know. That just tickled me. Raising your badass kids. I'm sorry, y'all.
That's a topic for a whole other show, and trust me, I will speak on it.
Yes,
but I don't. We already, you know what? No, whatever. All right, don't do that.
But I'm not feeling sorry for Gail, but I just don't want.
All I'm saying that your kids too, if they bad, is half your fault.
Well, that's true.
So shit. That's because the son was like just like him, and you hate his ass. The one that ain't your son's fault.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying. Whatever.
I know my kids' attitude should come from me. I'm not going to put it on. I know. I recognize that now.
Now it took you to win.
20 years.
20 years.
I said now, like just now.
Oh, like, just now.
Like right
just now.
Just now. Right.
Just now you figured out.
This many age old, yeah.
This many age old.
Yeah.
But but you know what though? I'm going to be fair. We don't call your husband angry man for no reason. Like they get it from both sides.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But no, what else?
Your husband's angry. You got an attitude.
I can. You know what? I think I can say that every bad habit my kids have come from me.
See, thank you, YBS Mary. That's it. Thank you, YBS Mary.
Huh? What?
She said, "What are y'all doing to me? I never curse."
This your first time seeing the show?
Right. Wait, what?
Mary.
You need to go back through the archives.
Right.
On this page.
You have homework. Go watch other videos.
Wait, did the PO...
Thank you, YBS Mary.
Wait,
did the PO agrees. Thank you, PO.
Wait, are you agreeing that
PO, please clarify
that class has never cursed, or are you agreeing with me?
Please clarify what you
I need you to explain who you agreeing with now.
You agree that I never curse, right?
No.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you, YBS Mary. Thank you, boo.
I need y'all to stop. Need y'all to stop.
In my mind.
Right. Okay. Me. All right. Cool. With the have kids. Sure.
Thank you, Abby. What the hell you been watching?
Right. Abby.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, my sister.
Oh, that's what we doing now?
Thank you, sweetie.
Okay. You agree with the hub? Oh,
yeah.
The truth will set you free.
You supposed to agree with your husband. I can't even be mad about you agreeing with your husband. That's what you're supposed to agree with.
Thank you.
Anyway. Well, ultimately, and El Teddy was talking about this earlier on his live, and he was saying that he thinks that Gail is probably getting ready to take a little hiatus and then come back and let the shit just
let the record reflect, and I quote, "Wiley, get your bitch ass."
Put my receipts on you.
Woo!
You cut somebody out one time and you just can't lay that shit down one goddamn
And you don't
time.
curse though. How many?
One time.
You live one down.
And you just can't live. Damn.
All right, Mrs. Sexy Queers.
Said it to hurt her feelings and it worked. Now we have to support the black woman now. Apples and oranges. Thank you, YBS Mary. It was just that one time. Thank you.
She just cursed, Mary.
I mean, all she got to do is repent.
I did.
That's a lot of Hail Marys.
Who? Did we have that kind of time?
Thank you. Thank you.
We love you too, Betty White.
Whatever. I can't talk because.
Well, we know.
I'm gonna be at the gig like. Whoo. I mean, I'm saying though. See, look, what happened was.
No, so
I'm gonna hold the line up on Judgment Day.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I'm gonna hold the line up.
It's gonna be a long ass line too.
What about this?
Right, we're like Facebook.
Yeah, I'll put it behind.
Right.
I'm like, will you please hurry up?
Like,
I gotta get in.
Right, you know what I'm saying? It's people waiting on me on the other side.
I'm gonna get people sent to hell. They be behind me like nigga.
Right.
Really? And the jungle open up under y'all feet just for talking shit.
That's not true, Abby. I don't know what you speak. I
deflect you cuz
I don't know what you speak.
Rebel sounds so hard I couldn't get a word in.
I don't know if this who is this rebel son?
Oh, the doctress was
I don't know who this person is you speak.
Okay. Why but you know what? YBS Mary said with you.
That's right, YBS Mary.
Okay,
that's right, ride with me. You're from LA and California. You're from exactly. And that's all I'm saying. I don't have a problem with questioning his legacy as a total. I just think there's a time and a place, and I think it's too soon. It's just too soon. Just like as soon as El Teddy walked in the room, YBS Mary and El Teddy have been going back and forth all season. YBS Mary's a diehard Ravens fan. El Teddy's a diehard 49ers fan. First thing YBS Mary said to El Teddy was, how'd you like that Super Bowl? El Teddy said to her, it's too soon. It's just, sometimes it's just too soon. You know what I'm saying? I just think that it was too soon.
Oh, right. El Teddy. Oh, my bad, dog.
What happened? Yeah, he's a diehard 49ers fan. I didn't even call him. I was like, I'm just going to wait for him to call me. I'm not even going to. I'm just going to wait for him to call me. I'm just going
El Teddy. Man.
She already has by trying to blame CBS and the editors and the gaffer, and they bought her a brand muffin instead of whole wheat. I mean, she blamed everybody except for herself. You know what I'm saying?
A brand muffin
instead of whole wheat toast. I'm just saying.
She's on the same apology campaign Kevin Hart was on.
Right.
See, this is my thing.
And he shouldn't. And that was one thing. He shouldn't apologize.
He had already apologized. I don't know how many different ways to apologize.
Like he shouldn't have had her. He shouldn't have had to.
I wouldn't have. My thought is, say what you mean and mean what the fuck you say. Choose your words and express that shit with no uncertainty.
Like, I got into an argument at a happy hour. You can imagine. I just happened to be at a happy hour.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted me to apologize for something I said. I was offended about something that I said about like the political talk, which I don't really engage in because that's usually what happens. I end up pissing somebody off.
I can't imagine that.
But I was really offended about how you said what you said, blah blah whatever, and I'm like, I don't feel sorry. I meant that shit.
If you,
because I'm not upset at like racist people because they speak on their ignorance, like they are upfront with you how stupid they are and how they feel and they're racist. Like I don't ask you to apologize. That's how you feel. That's the words you want to use. But
if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
I mean, unless you mean about it and you just call me a straight up nigga and you want to go down, fine. That's fighting word, and I'm punching your throat. But we're generally talking, and that's how. Like I'm not like I know who you are. It's prejudice people have a problem with because they don't want to smile in your face and stab you in the back. That's all I'm saying. Prejudice.
Your face.
But my thought is,
prejudice is quiet.
If I don't know you and I say something to you that truly hurts you to your soul, if I offend you by my opinion, fuck you.
And there we are. There's no room for dialogue.
Okay.
I mean, at least I say you can tell me how you feel. I'm not going to apologize because I meant what I said.
Hey, what's up, little baby?
And that's the thing.
I don't apologize. I meant it, but just don't.
I may apologize for how I said it. I may not have.
I want to apologize for that because I said it how I said it because that's how I meant to say it.
That's how I meant in that moment.
That's how I meant to say it.
Because I know sometimes I can be a little harsh.
What?
So like you say something to me, and I might.
But I thought you were such a sweet child.
I am. But my thing is,
did you just look at this? Did you just look away? You just looked away.
I just looked at the screen because I ain't got nothing to say about that. I'm just.
But my thought is, we are too sensitive, punk ass Chauncey people. We are too fucking.
Wait, did she use my words?
She used the punk ass. She used the punk ass.
Chauncey, punk ass Chauncey, punk ass Chauncey.
But it's like
we do live in a society of we're just too fucking sensitive.
We're the only country. We're the only country with the First Amendment. True, we're the only country with the First Amendment, but we pick and choose what that means.
Yes. Yeah.
We pick.
Well, no, I think the problem. It's not that. The problem is we have a freedom of speech, but what people don't understand is that's not a free. That doesn't mean freedom of consequence. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be a consequence for it.
Right.
So I don't think we.
But we also got to a point now where it's like, well, if your opinion doesn't match the majority, you have to apologize for it.
Thank you.
That's what we've gotten to.
That's what we.
No, people. No. What has happened? And I'm gonna tell you this. No, listen to what I'm saying. Now that's the one thing. What are you looking at me like I'm crazy for?
I'm listening to what you got to say. Hopefully, in my mind, my mom would say, "Shut the fuck up." After you finish talking.
What?
Like I have a comment, like it's right here, but you're
what I'm saying is. We have created an environment where people feel like they have to apologize. And all I'm saying is like what Mick just said, stand in your shit. That's the one thing and the one thing only that I will say that's the one thing that I will give Donald Trump credit for. Donald Trump be like, I said it. I'm not fucking apologizing for it. I meant it. And you feel however the way you want to feel about it.
He a little loony with his. But my thought is, and I understand what you're saying, yes. Say what you have to say. Okay,
so if you don't like what I say and punch me in the face and not use my Second Amendment and defend myself. Well, that's what's supposed to happen.
That's what I'm saying, Betty White. Okay, if I assault you have a right to respond to my assault.
That's what they
You don't get to assault somebody because you don't like what they said.
Right.
You don't have a right to put your hands on somebody because you don't like what they said.
Right. Because that's what they said. But she's standing up to what I said. Like, but I said that because I'm like, you want to front me and get aggressive and call me a nigga to my face. All right, cool. Those fighting words.
But again,
man to man, that's what's supposed to happen. But hey, what they're supposed to say, hey, we have the First Amendment and we have the Second Amendment, just in case the First Amendment don't work out. So,
but the problem that I have,
I'm with it all.
I agree with you. If somebody says something that's not popular at that time, then everybody kind of jumps on it. Well, you shouldn't say that.
Everybody goes,
yes,
right.
I have the right to feel how I feel, and I have the right to express those opinions during open conversation. I remember one time we was in a group, and this guy said he called his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend a bitch. And this other girl got offended. Oh my God. And I was like, what's your problem?
Right, because he didn't call you a bitch.
Thank you. She was like, well, you gonna let him talk? He just sat here and said all women are bitches.
That's not what he said.
That's how problems get started. That's not what he said.
He called her a bitch.
And that's what I told her. I said, no. I said, I don't know her. I said, that hoe could be a bitch. I don't know.
That hoe.
I don't know her.
Hey, excuse me. Where are the hashtags at? Come on, man. You laughing? Right. Where the hashtags? Somebody hashtag. She couldn't bitch. That hoe could be a bitch. I need a hashtag for that.
Right, exactly. And the reality of the situation is, my other problem is,
Betty White.
How many times
is a personal problem?
How many times
do
I have to apologize for the same shit? If I said it and I really truly do feel like I didn't mean to offend you and I'm sorry, fuck it, I'm done with it. I'm not gonna come back and apologize 10 years later for some shit I already fucking apologized for. I'm not doing it.
It's one thing if I'm saying
Thank you, Abby.
That hoe could be a bitch.
Hashtag.
Thank you.
That hoe could be a bitch. Okay.
I mean, it's one thing if I'm trying to like say this is what happened was a fact, and you be like, nah, that's not what happened, and you come back with it like, all right, I gotta give you my bad.
You come and present
but for something that's supposed to be a joke.
There you go. That hoe.
All right, PO. All right, PO getting fight. She about to curse too. But for like someone that thought was funny, and people didn't think it was funny, or your opinion, or an opinion, you don't apologize for that because it's like that's how you felt at the time. If or there's something you were saying at the time, and that shouldn't hang over your head for the rest of your goddamn life. If that was of the moment.
If Kevin Hart is expressing that he would be disappointed if he found out his son was gay.
That's his right.
That is how he feels. You don't have to like it or agree with it. But that is how he feels in that moment, and that is what he is expressing. If people got offended by the way he chose to express that, and he apologized, what I have a problem with is we fast forward 10 years, and people digging up tweets from 10 years ago that he has already apologized for, and that affecting him now.
Because you mad that this little black dude is successful, so now you want to dig up some bullshit to say, or your shitty ass podcast or whatever the fuck don't have no views or likes, so now you want to decide to get to the top of the charts by bringing up old shit about something he said and already apologized for.
And who the fuck got that kind of energy? Who is going back and looking at
millennials?
I mean, that's just like when they be like, so-and-so unfollowed so-and-so on Instagram. Who the fuck is
that shit starts a whole conversation online on social media.
Well, you know, so-and-so unfollowed so-and-so, so it must be something. Right. Who the fuck even pays attention?
You know how many times I done unfollowed?
That's why I say Generation X is the best generation of all time.
My husband, he's like, oh,
because we know all the technology, but we use it practically. Like we can actually fucking enjoy it.
I Facebook divorced my husband at least 4 or 5 times.
Did you Facebook divorce your
husband? Yes. It be so bad now. I don't even link. I have like spouse married to so-and-so and they link together. I don't do that shit no more because we went divorced like 2 weeks later. But if somebody who didn't know us.
Wait.
She's in Facebook divorce though.
Wait, hold on.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Wait. PL, you still there? Because look though.
No, you don't get to do it. You don't get to Facebook divorce.
I'm waiting to see how many times we get Facebook divorce. And PL's like, wait, that's a thing?
Right. She divorcing you right now. That's why she is Facebook divorcing you right now.
God damn it!
If you
go see Ayanda, that's right. That's it.
If you only knew us through social media and Facebook, you would probably think, oh, they must be having problems. She done unlinked him. Her relationship says, I think my relationship status is not even on there anymore. People stop dedicating so much time and energy to social media and thinking that is not
real life.
I get on there for shits and giggles.
Reality TV is not even reality TV.
How about that?
Well, look at that.
What? The face?
Yes. Facebook divorce.
Facebook divorce. I mean, that's what Mick brought up. Don't look into that shit. I mean, you can. I think it should be funny.
Facebook divorce,
especially with your side of the family.
No, not only that, but your 2 best friends, they would have done that. They would be Facebook divorcing each other all the time.
Oh, Don Pablo?
Yeah, Don Pablo and his wife. That shit is hilarious. They would be Facebook divorced all the time.
Look, you know what? Don't do that. Don't even. That man ain't even here. He's not even here.
He's not even here to defend himself.
Don't even do that. We gotta get him. We gotta bring him in.
When the old lady walked up and said, "I unfriend you," okay, and like that's not how this works.
That's not
how any of this works.
I'm gonna pin you,
right?
Wait, if we can get Facebook divorce, can I get YouTube married?
And I'll officiate.
Can I get YouTube married? Wait,
I think he just proposed to you. I
mean, wait, hold on. Wait, what you bring to the table?
Abby said no.
Wait, what you bring it to the table?
Right, what you bring it to the table?
Hold on, I need to be paid to take care of.
Right.
Look
at that, he got the eyes. Look.
I'm just saying.
Wait, oh Lord!
Like, the PO treat me well. You make me have to jump another barrel? Come on, son.
See. I
gotta keep it real.
I ain't
scared of you, I'll tell you.
He said, I ain't scared of you, mama.
I ain't scared of you, mama.
My bad, sorry.
Oh my goodness. But,
Lord, y'all funny.
Look, the PO know I got the marriage called El Teddy.
A ring and an eggplant emoji, that's it.
God damn.
Abby is hilarious.
Abby, you and I were separated.
That's all we got. You got a ring and an eggplant emoji, and that is it. I have size criteria. That's a reason for the Facebook.
Wait. Wait, hold on, Elton. Is it height or length?
It's width.
Oh, width? Oh, I forgot.
It is girth and length.
Girth and what?
Oh, we're ending this conversation right here, right now. Moving on.
Oh, what was that?
Come on, PO, something straight. What I got?
No, because nobody wants to know.
No.
Nobody.
Oh.
What are we drinking?
Mary, I'm drinking water. I don't know what these two over here
our unofficial sponsor. From every show. Where have you been?
That's why I said it's our first show.
Every show.
Oh, that good.
El Teddy will go.
House of
Debauchery.
Mm-hmm. Well, that is where he comes from. It is the House of Debauchery. Anyway, moving on.
Okay. So where?
I know. Where do we go from here but up?
Where do we go from here? Good old DC zone, Stacey Lattisaw and Johnny Gill. Anyway, debauchery has definitely entered the room. Well, you know what? I guess we can end it right here.
I thought we had one more action.
We did impeachment.
Oh,
we did impeachment.
Oh, we don't do this?
Do we need to? I mean, it ended the way we thought it would end. We knew he wasn't going to be convicted in the Senate. We're going into high gear with election season. We had our first caucus, which was a total fucking shit show. Excuse me. I'm sorry, YBS Mary. It was a total.
But she don't curse though.
Our had 4 years. They knew 4 years ago that the caucus was, and somebody had one fucking job.
Whose caucus?
The Iowa.
My caucus? Whose caucus?
Whose caucus?
Whose caucus is this?
Whose caucus is this? So, I mean, at this point, do we even trust any of the results of who they said won, lost, or whatever? Do we even trust any of that? And Donald Trump is the devil. Please vote in 2020 for anyone else. Next case. Okay.
All right. His you know what? I put it in the post and they shut the whole conversation down. Oh, like after I posted, I didn't use bad words.
It doesn't matter. What did you say?
Okay.
He said, okay.
Okay.
Sound like a little kid, doesn't he?
All right.
Right.
Okay,
what did you say?
Because I was like, I think a lot of the major problems was, yes, I said caucus.
I'm not doing this with you.
I said a lot of the problems was it's like, all right,
I agree, little baby. I agree 100%.
Our like Democrats and Republicans, okay, they forgot that they was employees. But the employers are so busy fighting back and forth or playing the joint like they watching Real Housewives or some other shit.
That's what little baby just said.
And picking sides that we forgot. The employers forgot that we're supposed to be running the country. And so now, since everybody is so engaged in their show and whatever side they're picking, and whatever side they're picking, that they forgot they're supposed to be running the fucking country or the company, the business. They forgot.
Right.
And who's running the company is us.
Supposedly.
And I'm like, we're so busily talking about.
Did you say busily?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm a drinker. I know you're talking about how many words you missed. I still got one more to go because you messed up 2 words. So busy in their own field. Like even the right side is so comfortable getting shitted on because they think they have a shot at being. She better touch my glass, El Teddy. You should have known that they
That's a quick way to get a two to the head, 3 to the body.
But they will go for bullshit legislation that shits on their own livelihood.
Yeah.
Just to say, my people are gonna get them Mexicans, but they're gonna get them whatever, they get that. But I'm like, they don't own the company.
And you voting for him.
They don't own the company that's hiring them, and all of that. I'm like, this is trash. Like, and the Democratic side, and it's like they're on this. Well, he's doing so bad, we have to win. No, the fuck you don't. And we're not putting aside, but we on our side cheerleading about what they're doing. I'm like, all right, they're putting up good symbols. Oh, she tore up the speech. It's been memes since it's happened. But I'm like, but are y'all paying attention? What's really the fuck going on?
Right.
You know what?
We're letting them run. I'm like, do you realize that there are people in Congress that's been in Congress, been in their seat longer than we've been alive?
Exactly. And
why are they still there?
I think Strom Thurmond's still in
fuck out of here.
Right, Strom Thurmond's still there somewhere.
Right.
And my
makes sense.
And I agree with you.
It makes no sense.
But again, my anger is at the people who don't vote and get involved because I don't want term limits. I don't. However, because what term limits create are lame ducks. So I don't want term limits. But on the flip side, I want people to give a damn enough to make it work.
Pia, are you asking me for a food order right now in the middle of the podcast? All right, go ahead.
Well, we get ready to wrap this up in about 10, 15 minutes, so he can go wherever you need him to go, PO. So you go ahead and text him.
Don't do that.
Text him what you want. He'll be ready to leave in about 15 minutes.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Why not?
Stay out of married people relationships. Stay out of married people relationships.
Stay out of married people business. I'm just saying, she said grab your food. I'm just letting her know you available to do that.
Thank you. You know what I like? Go ahead, give me something.
Well, see? That, she might not have to leave the house for that.
She's already outside the house.
Oh.
Wait, she got the kids. I can't say nothing. All right, never mind.
Okay. Oh, so she's grabbing food. She wants to know what you want. Got it. I thought she was upstairs.
You didn't realize how quiet it was when we came in?
Well, she came right in and came on.
Yeah, your kids don't bother me. They don't bother me. I like your kids. 1 and 2? They like me.
But they're not quiet. That's all I'm saying.
They quiet around me.
Word.
They shy around me. They are. If you ever seen his kids, they're shy.
Their mama raised them right.
Their mama raised them right.
No, they're respectful.
I can take that. They're respectful. I'll take that.
Right.
I'll take that. They're respectful around adults.
They decide which way how far they can go with you.
I mean, I've known them since before they were born. How much more they need to get to know you? I've been here since they were in the belly.
Right.
Just enough. Okay, we get left. We're going left. We're going left. Let's come back on the right. Let's go back on the right.
Did anyone notice?
No comment to that. I let that one go. I just want you to know it didn't go over my head, but I refuse to address it. Moving on.
Did y'all notice that when Nancy Pelosi did the infamous clap and then a tan-up clap, she had the same white pantsuit on? Is that her super suit? Is that her super suit? I'm just saying.
Me.
Is that her?
I love you to death. Here's why I love you to death.
I'm just gonna lean back.
When I saw that joint, I thought the same exact fucking thing.
You know what?
I was like, wait a minute,
y'all. Is that her super suit?
I'm not doing this.
Where is my super suit?
Where is my super suit?
Where is my super suit?
Oh my gosh,
Lil Baby said they can't dislike Trump, or they can't all they want. They've gotten caught up in the pettiness. I agree, Lil Baby.
Nobody's paying attention. Who's paying attention?
Yeah, I mean, I said that to my students the other day. I was like, don't be shocked if we get a re-election. Like,
right?
They're not showing me. El Teddy said a minute ago there are no viable candidates. Like,
no,
because at this point,
So y'all don't want Buttigieg?
No, we don't want Buttigieg.
No, but if they'd have done my opinion, if they'd have really done this, put candidates out like in 2016.
Oh, thanks for coming through. It's me, D. Thanks for hanging out.
We wouldn't be here now. Like they was like, all right, who's supposed to win?
All right, church finger. See you later.
Like I guess I should do church finger with a drink in my hand.
No.
I mean, you might as well. You don't go to church.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Okay.
True shit.
You know what?
True shit.
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying.
I only go there for occasions.
Abby, when I leave here, I think I might go to Ulta. So go ahead and text me what I'm supposed to buy.
Ulta?
I'm getting more to doing makeup. Abby does makeup, so she's my tutor through this process.
Oh, okay. So Abby, what's a good
We're not turning. No, what you need to do is you need to subscribe to Abby's channel,
What's
and you need
channel?
to Abby reviews.
Abby reviews.
See, if you would come and hang out with us sometime,
if I was invited, I would come and hang out.
I just pop in.
Face comes through all the time.
Come where?
Onto the
You don't get notifications?
No, I
Are
don't.
you even subscribed?
Are you notifications even on?
Are you subscribed to?
My notifications may not be on.
What?
The old lady in me gets real after 5 o'clock, like for real.
Well, she is the same one that don't text and uses her landline. Like, who the fuck uses their landline? Her. So.
You want me to call my house?
All right. Abby says she's going live in 2 minutes, so you can watch Abby. And whatever question you have, you can put it in her chat, and she will address it.
I got to follow my sister, girl. That's my kindred spirit. Our sarcastic asses separated at birth. I got to follow. I'm sorry.
Are you going to Orlando this summer with us? She's going to Orlando.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right, we'll talk. I'm sorry. We'll talk. All right, Meek, you should join us for Sexy Sunday tomorrow. No, she should.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
Oh, oh, that's messed up. I don't get no invite.
You don't know. They looking at men. You don't want to.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, I need to be there.
Remember, El Teddy is gay. So Sexy Sunday for him is sexy men.
I got it.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. I just got to remind you.
I got shirt up pictures.
Right. You got what? You have shirt up pictures?
Look.
Like pictures of your chest?
I am subscribed to Abby. I am. See?
So why don't you get any of her, see if you have her notifications on.
Let me go check and see.
Yo, I'm just talking shit out, Teddy. I'm just talking shit. This is fun.
You don't have your notifications on.
I already know, man. It's all good.
Abby, she didn't have her notifications on. Shit. So she was subscribed to you.
Maybe I'll get the PO to show up. Let me go for her. Right, but look, hey, El Teddy Herbie.
He said you got pics?
El Teddy Herbie, though.
El Teddy don't miss shit. Let me be clear. When it comes to anything dealing with debauchery, he don't miss a goddamn thing. All right, so now you'll get her alerts. See how she does her makeup?
Of course I do.
So she's going to go live in 2 minutes. We can wrap this up. So, and then you can ask her question and she'll answer. Like, she's really good. She'll answer.
So everybody, please jump off from here and go to Abby.
Yeah, Abby is getting ready to go live. So if you are not subscribed to Abby Reviews, please go and click over to Abby Reviews right now. If you are not subscribed to us, please subscribe to us.
You got
El Teddy as well. Y'all know. Please make sure you are subscribed to El Teddy Official. Yes. Thank you, everybody.
El Teddy 27 Official.
Yes, El Teddy 27 Official. Everybody who came through to hang out with us, who dropped down in the chat, everybody up in the skybox who was just listening and lurking, I appreciate you as well. Yes. Thank you guys for coming through. God bless. Did you really do that? Did you really? Oh my God.
I take requests.
You take requests.
No, El Teddy.
You do know why he asked you to stand up. Yeah. Okay. And on that note, we're gone. I'm not. I can't. I'm not. Look at Abby. Abby said, wow. I can't believe I'm not doing this.
What? At least I know I'm still sexy.
Oh.
To everybody. I'm just coming in.
Oh my gosh. And on that note.
Come on, mate. Take us out.
I had a whole thing for Gail King, but I'm just going to look at you really bad. Oh my God.
I'm like,